Alright, let's take a serious look at Linnea's kit. Because the more I read it, the more I realize this character might quietly redefine Geo team comps. Linnea's entire design revolves around form switching through her elemental skill. Instead of a simple press or hold mechanic, her skill evolves depending on how you use it, and that's where the depth comes in. When you press her elemental skill once, Linnea enters an enhanced combat state. In this form, she continuously deals AoE geo damage to nearby enemies. Each attack actually hits twice, making her surprisingly efficient at triggering reactions and applying pressure in multi-target scenarios. But the real synergy begins when a moon cage is active. With a moon cage nearby, Linnea's attack pattern shifts. She alternates between rapid hammer strikes and heavier empowered blows. Those heavier hits count as lunar crystallized reaction damage, meaning they scale differently and potentially hit much harder than standard geo damage. Now here's where the scaling mechanic becomes important. If you repeatedly tap her elemental skill, you begin charging her companion form. Each tap strengthens her state and increases Linnea's resistance to interruption, which is critical for maintaining field presence in high-pressure fights. Once fully charged, she transitions into her ultimate form. This is not just a visual upgrade, it's a damage spike. Linnea delivers a massive AoE Geostrike that counts as lunar crystallized reaction damage. After that burst of power, she returns to her enhanced form, allowing the cycle to begin again. So effectively, her gameplay loop becomes build, empower, detonate, sustain. And that loop is what makes her interesting. Now let's talk about her three forms clearly. Normal form, slower, steady AoE geo attacks, reliable but not explosive. Enhanced form, faster dual-hit AoE strikes with mooncage synergy. Ultimate form, a high-damage lunar crystallized burst before reverting. But damage isn't the only thing she brings. While Linnea is on the field, enemies around her have their geo resistance reduced by 15%. After using her elemental burst, that resistance reduction increases by another 15%. That's a potential 30% geo resistance shred, which is massive for geo-focused teams. And because her burst effects scale based on the current on-field character, she isn't locked into one rigid team composition. She actually has flexibility depending on who you pair her with. So instead of just being another Geo DPS, Linnea feels like a hybrid between on-field enabler and reaction amplifier. If her numbers stay strong, she won't just deal damage, she'll amplify the entire Geo team around her. And honestly, that might be what makes her dangerous. Would you build her as a main DPS or as a reaction-focused enabler? Because right now, she looks like she could do both.